I just want him to care. Stephen A., I just want him to care. That's all.
I better not find out this has something to do with food.
The Pelicans suspended Zion Williamson for 1 game for a violation of team policy. Sources told ESPN that Williamson was late for Thursday's team flight to Philadelphia ahead of a game Friday night against the Sixers. However, quote, there are several occasions that led up to this, and that's how we got to this decision. That according to head coach Willie Green. Stephen A., you take this first.
How can I put this? Shannon Sharp, Molly.
Yeah.
Put Molly and Shannon up on the screen, please. I better not find out this has something to do with food. I'm not joking. I better not find out this has something to do with food. I better not find that out. You understand? Now, I know they were joking with some fake accounts about him being in a drive-thru at Wendy's. It was a fake account and all of this other stuff. But damn it, we can't put nothing past this when it comes to Zion Williamson. We don't know why the hell this man is late, and clearly it wasn't the first time. Willie Green can coach, Shannon. Willie Green can coach.
Yeah.
You know, and David Griffin knows what he's doing as an executive. Zion's played 7 games this year. 7 games. What are you late to anything for? You getting paid, checks don't bounce. It's coming into your account every month or twice a month, whatever it is. You getting your money. He is stealing money. He is stealing money. And I say that not to question the legitimacy of his injury. I'm saying that to question his professionalism. You can't have this kind of stuff happen to you. And let me tell you something. New Orleans, the last thing they want to do is suspend Zion Williamson because it makes them look bad. They're the ones that invested in him. They're the ones that gave him a contract extension, even though it's worded in a way that, you know, they could work around some things and what have you. But Zion doesn't want to be in New Orleans, Shannon. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to be in a major market like L.A., New York, or whatever, because he wants the marketability. What he doesn't realize is somebody like Ja Morant, even with his troubles from the past, Ja Morant is a spectacular talent that shows up and plays most times unless he is injured, okay? And this brother can be box office. He's clearly the better of the two in terms of his availability and his professionalism, even with some of his troubles. You look at Zion Williamson right now. It's becoming a joke. And we know that this brother's got superstar written all over him as a talent, but he doesn't appear to care enough about being a professional. And he certainly, I don't believe, wants to be in New Orleans. I think he wants out. I think that's what this is all about. And I think he'd rather be someplace else. But why should anybody want him if this is what you're going to get?
Stephen A. is becoming apparently abundantly clear. It's coming crystal clear that a lot of us want something more for Zion than Zion wants it for himself. You missed 27 games. It's not like they sprung this trip on you, Stephen A. He knew they were traveling out of town. And you're late, and Chris Haynes reported, Willie Green even brought it up. He alluded to there were things that led up to this. You're absolutely right. Nobody wants to suspend their star player. And they normally don't have to. Why? Because professional is a term that describes your occupation. Zion Williamson is a professional basketball player, but he's not a pro, which means how he handles his business. You see, everybody, and Stephen A., you mentioned it. Zion needs a change of scenery. No, he needs a change of eatery. Stop going and eating everything that you see, bro. That's embarrassing. It is embarrassing that we're still having this conversation. You miss half the time that you've been in the NBA, and you think that's okay? You think you can force your way out by moping, by pouting, missing all this time, showing up late. It is hard to stay in shape when you're a professional athlete and you miss time because you're not running up and down the court. You're not being able to do what you need to do to keep your weight down. The problem is, guys like Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaq, and other guys care more about Zion's career than Zion cares about it. And as I used to tell my kids all the time, Molly, I can't want something for you more than you want it for yourself. Until Zion wants this for himself, we're going to have this conversation again. This is not the last time we're going to talk about Zion. We're going to have this conversation moving forward until Zion decides to say, you know what, enough of this. I'm in New Orleans right now for the foreseeable future. Let me take care of what I need to take care of and play my butt off. But that's not going to be the case, unfortunately.
Give it a few months, and I'll tell you to speak for yourself. Don't speak for me because I'm not going to give a damn about him. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really, really is. His first year, he played 24 games. 2 years later, he missed the entire season, and then the next season, he only played 29 games. So that's 3 times, and now he's only played 7 games this year. He's never here. He's never here. And I'm going to say it one more time, Molly. I better not find out it's food. I mean, I'm being nice. I better not find out this suspension got something to do with food. I better not find out. I better not find out.
I just want him to care. Stephen A., I just want him to care.